The average new SUV payment just hit $762 a month. Americans are piling into dealerships, signing on the dotted line, and driving home in vehicles that are quietly destroying their finances, not just at the pump, but through catastrophic depreciation, reliability disasters, and ownership costs that nobody warns you about until it's too late. Today, we're exposing the 15 most popular sports utility vehicles that will bleed your bank account dry in 2026. And stick around, because at the end, I'm revealing the 3 sports utility vehicles you actually should be buying right now. Let's go from bad to absolutely catastrophic. Number 15, Nissan Armada. The Nissan Armada is a relic wearing a new outfit. Nissan gave it a fresher face for 2024, but underneath, you are essentially buying a truck platform that dates back to 2004 under all that shiny sheet metal. Here is the damage. The Armada loses around 47% of its value in the first 3 years. On a $62,000 starting price, that is nearly $30,000 gone before you have finished paying it off. You get a 5.6-liter V8 engine that returns a pitiful 14 miles per gallon in the city and 19 miles per gallon on the highway. At today's gas prices, driving 15,000 miles a year costs you over $3,200 in fuel alone. Competitors like the Toyota Sequoia offer hybrid powertrains with dramatically better efficiency. The Armada offers nothing of the sort. Infiniti has just updated the QX60 with a twin-turbo V6 hybrid that runs circles around this engine. The Armada is not bad. It is just irrelevant. And irrelevant vehicles do not hold value. Number 14, Dodge Durango. The Durango is one of the longest-running nameplates in the segment, and Dodge is milking every last cent out of a platform that has been around since 2011. 13 years on the same bones. Consumer Reports has flagged the Durango repeatedly, with owners reporting transmission problems, electrical gremlins, and climate system failures. Depreciation sits at around 47% over 3 years on a vehicle starting at $43,000. But here's the real gut punch: insurance costs. That Hellcat-powered Durango SRT costs upwards of $4,500 a year to insure in many states. Add in the 14 miles per gallon in the city fuel economy, and you're hemorrhaging money every single month. One Durango owner on a popular forum said their 2022 model had the transmission replaced at 34,000 miles, and the infotainment screen went dark twice before the warranty expired. Stellantis just announced no Durango replacement is planned. Dead platform, dead resale value. Number 13, Jeep Wrangler 4xe. The Wrangler 4xe was supposed to be Jeep's genius move: combine that iconic off-road capability with plug-in hybrid efficiency. Instead, it has become one of the most confusing financial decisions you can make in 2026. Starting at $58,995, this thing loses value like it is in freefall, around 45 to 50% depreciation in 3 years. Why? Because the federal tax credit game changed, the math stopped working, and dealers were cutting $8,000 to $12,000 off manufacturer-suggested retail price on brand new units just to move inventory. When new Wranglers are selling at massive discounts, used ones have nowhere to go but down. And those hybrid batteries are a real headache. Owners are already reporting high-voltage battery system warnings, failed charging modules, and one nightmare scenario that is showing up repeatedly on Jeep forums: the electric motor and gas engine fighting each other at low speeds, creating a jerky, unpleasant driving experience that no amount of software updates has fully fixed. You are paying a premium for technology that is not ready, and an off-road icon that is now underwater on half the driveways in America. Infiniti is a brand in crisis. They have been quietly canceling models, shrinking their dealer network, and watching their market share evaporate while Lexus and Acura eat their lunch. The QX60 is their best-selling model, which tells you everything you need to know, because it is losing about 48% of its value in the first 3 years. The current platform launched in 2022, and already the technology feels dated compared to the Genesis GV80 and Acura MDX. That variable compression engine is technically impressive on paper, but it comes with a 9-speed automatic that owners consistently describe as confused and jerky in everyday driving. One QX60 owner on Edmunds reported their transmission had to be replaced at 28,000 miles. Infiniti covered it under warranty, but then the infotainment system started randomly rebooting. The dealer shrugged. When a luxury brand starts shrugging at $55,000 problems, customers walk. And they are walking. Infiniti's declining brand equity is your financial problem the moment you drive off the lot. Number 11, Cadillac Escalade. Before you come for me in the comments, yes, the Escalade is a cultural icon. It's also a financial wrecking ball. Starting at $81,290 and climbing past $107,000 for the ESV Platinum, you are looking at a vehicle that sheds around 43% of its value in 3 years. On that top trim, that's $46,000 gone. And the running costs are savage. Insurance averages $3,000 to $4,500 annually. The 6.2-liter V8 delivers 15 miles per gallon combined. When something goes wrong out of warranty, and it will, you are looking at dealer labor rates of $200 per hour minimum. Consumer Reports has consistently flagged the Escalade's infotainment system as problematic. The massive curved OLED display that looks incredible in the showroom can randomly go dark or freeze while you are driving. One owner on the Cadillac forums documented their 2023 Escalade spending 47 days at the dealership in its first year. Warranty work is free, but your time is not. The Escalade is a status symbol. It's just an extremely expensive one to maintain. The Volvo XC90 has spent years being the thoughtful family SUV. Safe, Scandinavian, sensible. And then you look at the total cost of ownership and the sensibility evaporates. The XC90 depreciates around 50% in 3 years from a starting price of $57,000. The real danger zone is out of warranty ownership. Volvo's extended warranties are expensive, and without coverage, you are exposed. Owners frequently report the air suspension, which is optional but incredibly common, failing around 60,000 to 80,000 miles. Replacing it runs $2,500 to $4,000 per corner at an independent shop. That turbo 4-cylinder is smooth when it works, but timing belt system maintenance and the advanced fuel injection system are not cheap. One XC90 owner described spending $11,000 in a single year on maintenance on a 90,000-mile 2019 model. The interior is genuinely beautiful. The repair bills are genuinely terrifying. Number 9. BMW X7. The BMW X7 is the 3-row SUV that BMW fans convinced themselves was worth $90,000. The market has spoken. It is not. Depreciation on the X7 hovers around 48 to 52% over 3 years. And when you are starting at $93,900, That is nearly $48,000 evaporating into thin air. BMW's iDrive system in the 2023 and 2024 models has been a consistent source of owner complaints. The touchscreen controls replace physical buttons that everyone actually liked, and the haptic feedback on the climate control has frustrated owners so much that there are entire forum threads dedicated to workarounds. But none of that compares to what happens when the warranty expires. A BMW extended warranty for the X7 runs around $4,000 to $6,000. Skip it, and you are gambling on an air suspension system that runs $3,500 to repair, a water pump that fails prematurely on the B58 engine, and a timing chain tensioner issue that has been documented across multiple model years. One X7 owner reported a $14,000 service bill at 72,000 miles, including engine mounts, air suspension, and a software module that had to be replaced. Before that warranty expires, a beautiful machine. After that, a very expensive lesson. Hey, if you are finding this valuable and want to protect your money, hit that like button right now. We are halfway through, and it gets a lot worse from here. Number 8. Mercedes-Benz GLE. Mercedes-Benz sells the dream, the GLE delivers the bill. Starting at $62,050 and climbing past $90,000 in AMG trim, the GLE loses around 52% of its value in 3 years. Consumer Reports flagged the GLE for reliability issues, including transmission problems on the latest generation, electrical accessory failures, and brake system concerns. But here is what really makes the GLE financial suicide: the optional AIR suspension. Over half of GLE buyers option this feature for the cushy ride quality. Around 70,000 to 90,000 miles, that system starts failing. Each corner costs $1,500 to $2,500 to replace. When all 4 fail, and they do fail, you are looking at $8,000 to $10,000. The MBUX infotainment system is genuinely impressive when it works. When it glitches, which owners report regularly, the dealer diagnostic appointment alone costs $300. One GLE 350 owner shared their story. They had $9,200 in repairs in a single year at 85,000 miles on a car that started at $67,000. The 3-pointed star on the hood does not pay your repair bill. Your wallet does. Number 7. Genesis GV80. Genesis came out of nowhere and shocked everyone. Legitimately beautiful design, loaded with features and priced below its German competition. The problem? Reliability is catching up to them. Consumer Reports dropped their recommendation for the GV80 after owners reported differential failures, fuel system problems, and a battery drain issue that has become legendary on Genesis owner forums. One owner documented their 2024 GV80 suffering 5 dead batteries in 5 months. The dealer replaced the battery once. The problem continued. The root cause, a software bug causing excessive parasitic draw, took over a year and multiple technical service bulletins to properly address for many owners. Depreciation on the GV80 runs around 48 to 52% over 3 years from a base price of $58,000. And that twin-turbo V6, it gets 18 miles per gallon combined. You are spending $60,000 to $90,000 for fuel economy that would embarrass a truck from 10 years ago. Genesis is a compelling brand, but compelling brands with reliability, question marks, do not hold value the way Toyota and Honda do. Number 6. Land Rover Defender. The Land Rover Defender relaunch in 2020 was genuinely exciting. It looked incredible, it had serious off-road credibility, and it felt like a cultural moment. Then people started owning them. J.D. Power consistently ranks Land Rover dead last, or near it, in initial quality studies. Consumer Reports calls Land Rover one of the least reliable brands in the market, year after year. The Defender loses around 45 to 48% of its value in 3 years. But unlike a Toyota doing the same, the Land Rover ownership experience out of warranty is a financial catastrophe. Owners report air suspension failures, mild hybrid system malfunctions, infotainment system freezes, and electrical gremlins that defy diagnosis. One Defender 110 owner posted a single-year maintenance bill of over $12,000 at 55,000 miles. The 48-volt mild hybrid system that is supposed to improve efficiency is a known failure point that dealers are still working through technical service bulletins on. Starting at $56,000 and climbing past $100,000, the Defender is one of the most beautiful financial traps you can drive into. Number 5. Lincoln Navigator. The Lincoln Navigator should be brilliant. It is essentially a Ford Expedition underneath, which is a genuinely solid platform, but Lincoln charges a $30,000 to $40,000 premium for the experience. Starting at $81,020 and climbing past $107,000 for the Black Label, the Navigator suffers massive depreciation, shedding around 50% of its value in 3 years. $50,000 gone on the base model alone. Lincoln's brand position is genuinely unclear in 2026. They are not Cadillac, they are not Mercedes, they are not Lexus. They occupy a confusing middle ground that the market has never fully embraced, and confused markets do not pay full price for used vehicles. The 3.5-liter twin-turbo EcoBoost sounds impressive, with 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, but it is thirsty, returning around 17 miles per gallon combined. At 15,000 miles per year, you are spending $2,700 in fuel. Add Lincoln's above-average maintenance costs at the dealer, and you have an ownership experience that costs significantly more than the sticker price ever suggested. Number 4. Jeep Grand Cherokee L. The Grand Cherokee L is one of America's best-selling 3-row SUVs. It's also one of the most unreliable. Consumer Reports rates it among the least reliable vehicles in the segment, and real owners are experiencing real nightmares. A Michigan couple filed suit against Stellantis after their brand-new Grand Cherokee 4xe completely shut off on the freeway. Stellantis issued a recall affecting over 91,000 Grand Cherokee 4xe models for sudden, unexpected loss of drive power. That is not a minor inconvenience. That is a safety failure that can kill people. Depreciation sits at around 51% in 3 years on a vehicle starting at $53,900. That is $27,500 gone. One owner documented their 2023 Grand Cherokee L spending 8 months at dealerships across a 39-month lease. 8 months with one repair completed and another problem appearing. The 2-liter Turbo 4 sounds underpowered for a 3-row SUV that seats 8, because it is. The optional 5.7-liter V8 gets you 14 miles per gallon in the city. There is no version of this vehicle that makes financial sense in 2026. Number 3. Maserati Levante. The Maserati Levante is one of the most gorgeous financial disasters you can park in your driveway. Depreciation around 60 to 70% in 3 years on a vehicle that starts at $92,000. You are watching $55,000 to $65,000 dissolve while you are still making payments. Insurance averages $5,000 to $6,500 annually. Fuel costs run $2,500 a year at typical miles. An oil change at a Maserati dealer costs $500 to $600. Brake jobs run $3,000 to $4,500. And Maserati consistently ranks at the bottom of long-term reliability studies. But here is what truly makes the Levante financial suicide in 2026. Maserati killed it. The 2024 Levante is the last one. No 2025 chassis. No 2026. When a manufacturer pulls the plug on a model, the used market immediately loses confidence. Parts availability becomes a concern. Dealer support dwindles, and the resale value enters a death spiral. One study found the Levante loses 74% of its value in 5 years. Most of that happens in years 1 and 2. If you are buying a Maserati Levante in 2026, you are not buying a car. You are buying a very expensive hobby. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. Mercedes promised the electric S-Class of SUVs. They delivered an expensive cautionary tale. Starting at $104,400 and climbing past $125,000, the EQS SUV has shed around 58 to 61% of its value in under 2 years. That's $60,000 to $75,000 vaporized. One low-mileage 2022 EQS SUV with fewer than 20,000 miles was selling for $60,000, nearly half price. The problems stack up fast. The aerodynamic shape that reviewers charitably called distinctive alienated traditional Mercedes buyers looking for road presence. Inside, reviewers found cheap plastics and cramped third-row seating in a vehicle priced above $100,000. And then there are the tires. The EQS SUV weighs 5,600 pounds. It destroys 21-inch tires, which run $1,200 to $1,500 a set every 15,000 to 20,000 miles. Used car buyers do that math and walk away immediately. Mercedes flooded the market with EQ inventory, panicked, slashed prices on new models, pushed aggressive leases, and then watched those leases return thousands of barely used EQS SUVs onto a market that does not want them. Losing $60,000 in 18 months is not depreciation. It is financial annihilation. Number 1. Range Rover Sport. Here it is, the worst of the worst. The Range Rover Sport combines everything that makes an SUV financially catastrophic into one extraordinarily beautiful package. Starting at $91,100 and climbing past $130,000 in fully loaded autobiography trim, the Range Rover Sport loses around 55 to 65% of its value in 3 years. We're talking $50,000 to $85,000 gone. But the depreciation alone is not even the main story. The ownership costs are what make this genuinely dangerous to your financial life. Land Rover's reliability record is catastrophic. The Range Rover Sport's air suspension fails routinely in the 60,000 to 80,000 mile range. Each corner costs $2,000 to $3,500 to repair. The optional panoramic roof seals fail and allow water to get into the electronics. The terrain response system, one of the most sophisticated off-road systems ever built, generates expensive fault codes that require dealer diagnostic visits at $300 to $400 per appointment just to identify the issue. One Range Rover Sport owner detailed their costs in a post that went viral in automotive circles. $23,000 in repairs across 2 years on a 2021 model with 78,000 miles. not modifications, repairs. Insurance averages $4,000 to $6,000 annually. Fuel costs on the V8 run $3,500 a year. And the coup de grace, J.D. Power, Consumer Reports, and virtually every independent reliability organization consistently places Land Rover at or near the bottom of every ranking they publish. The Range Rover Sport is the most seductive financial suicide note in the automotive world today. Now here are the 3 SUVs you should actually be buying in 2026. Best SUV number 1, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The RAV4 Hybrid is boring in the best possible way. It starts at $33,400, and it retains around 65 to 70% of its value after 3 years. It returns 37 miles per gallon combined, and Toyota's reliability record makes it one of the safest long-term bets in the segment. Consumer Reports recommends it. J.D. Power scores it well. Real owners love it. The powertrain is proven across millions of vehicles. You will not find a better combination of efficiency, reliability, practicality, and resale value in this segment at anywhere near this price. Best SUV number 2, the Honda CR-V Hybrid. Honda continues to prove that you do not need a six-figure sticker to build a great SUV. The CR-V Hybrid starts at $34,895, delivers 40 miles per gallon in the city, and benefits from Honda's consistently strong reliability reputation. The interior is practical, the cargo space is excellent, and resale values hold strong, around 62 to 65% after 3 years. It does not have the drama of a European luxury badge, but it also will not drain your bank account while you are sleeping. Best SUV number 3, Subaru Forester, practical all-wheel drive workhorse. The Forester proves that the smartest automotive decisions are often the most understated ones. Starting at $29,995, the Forester offers standard all-wheel drive, 33 miles per gallon on the highway, an elevated seating position, excellent visibility, and one of the most practical cargo areas in the compact segment. Subaru's reliability has improved dramatically over the past 5 years, and the Forester's resale values are among the strongest in its class, holding around 60 to 65% after 3 years. It doesn't turn heads. It turns up ready to go every single morning. There you have it. 15 SUVs that will punish your finances in 2026, and 3 that will actually reward smart decision-making. The automotive market has never made it easier to waste money on the wrong vehicle. Don't let it happen to you. Drop a comment telling us which one shocked you the most, and if you found this valuable, hit that like button. It keeps this channel going and helps more people make smarter choices. Subscribe so you catch our next breakdown. We'll see you then.